We are with the Midnightrabbi Inspires of Emunah, back in the Holy Land. The music comes on in the background just as we start this video. Everything has divine providence. Hashgacha pratis. Every single class, every single message. I apologize about my last message being very short, and that's actually the one with the most views. So you never know how it's going to go, what Hashem wants, when He wants success. Right now I'm standing in the hills of Yehuda. As you can see behind me, there's a lot of building going on. They're building up these hills for new people to come live. Maybe not so new, maybe they've been here for 10 generations, but maybe longer now, 11 generations probably by the time of this conversation. But the main thing is that surrounding us, we're in the land of holiness. We have behind us a song of Shabbos. We're Erev Shabbos, Parshas Tzava. And this is also for the coming Shabbos, Kisisor, because personally I'm going to be at a big meeting on Sunday, and usually that's when and Motzi Shabbos as well. After Shabbos, I'm going to be at a family event and with my company on the next following day. So I want to just get some message out there now. At this special time today, I have the Baba and Zayda visit, and that takes preparation. We don't see them so much. It's a special time for the kids to spend time with their grandparents, and I was blessed with being with my parents from London. This is from my wife's side, and what we can see is that life's busy. Life has a lot of things going on, and we have to internalize that and work on it. And personally, I'm really excited that I have ability to talk to you guys through the Emunah channel, because thank God Hashem shining on me right now, intense light, and we're in the Holy Land, and life has its struggles. We have to sometimes be strong, sometimes be kind. There's all different attributes we have to work on. Bringing up children, we have to work on how we talk to them and how we focus on their good things, because this is going to be struggles. There's so much tragedies going on. We've talked about here in these hills many times. The idea is that by having a focus on Emunah, by having a kesher, a connection. So a big rabbi once said to me, kesher is the most important thing. He was actually a Cohen. A Cohen, I asked him, I said, I'm a Cohen from the tribe of priests. So what's the most important thing, can sum up? I was about to leave that yeshiva at that time. What's the most important thing that you could sum up Judaism with? So he said to me a very important principle that he holds very dear, and he's a very holy person, Rabbi Avram Mordechai Isby, said to me, it should be kesher la Hashem, kesher, to have a kesher like the knot of the tefillin. It means a knot, kesher means a knot, but also means a kesher means a very strong, intense connection. And that is really what we're building over here all the time in our life, constantly mekasher ourselves to Tzaddikim, to Torah, to Hashem, to join ourselves, to bind ourselves. That was the Kedes Yitzchak, the offering of Isaac with Avram. It was a kesher, and that binding, that's the merit that we have to be standing in the Holy Land these days, and that's the merit that the Ishmaelim don't have. That eventually this land will become a place for all people to live in, but people who are not fighting, people who are not distinguishing the path of the soul in a negative way. There's no such thing as killing people in the name of God. There's only when Mashiach and the Sanhedrin, when we have a court of Torah authorized people to tell us who we can, who we can't. And hopefully it won't be about killing, it'll be about loving, it'll be about giving, it'll be about building. And I want to tell you something important, that Kisisa, even though it's a difficult parsha, we start off with the Shkolim. Shkolim is very, very powerful. Chetzi, shekel, the half shekel, the idea of charity, the idea of giving something to a cause. It's a very, very powerful message that we all could be part of. We all need to complete each other in a deep way. We're all the other half, like a husband and wife, two halves of a whole. We're one, really. That's the importance of relationship. The importance of focus on your family is bringing out that relationship into reality through children. The idea of Chochmah Bina Das. The father's Chochmah is like a son. The mother is the moon, the Vana, the Bina, the intuition. Chochmah is wisdom, Bina is intuition. Das is the knowledge, is knowing. Once it's brought together, The Yud K Vav K, this brings out, as the Tanya says, it brings out into a gilui of a child, into ribui halachas, into reality. So that's the idea that every child is a manifestation of the Chochmah, Bina, the Sun and the Moon coming together to bring out a real beautiful world around us, to bring a place where people can live and they can serve Hashem. So I want to say personally that after being in England and being back now a week in the Holy Land and working and getting ready for a beautiful Shabbos and then getting ready for another week where we're going to have to really Chetzi Shekel, give that half up. That's going to be coming soon in the second Chodesh, the second month of Adar, because it's a leap year this year. We're going to go into that place where they join together the sun and the moon, the 13th level, the place of beyond this world. This is the idea of Shabbos. Every Shabbos we enter into that world. That's the idea of the 8 clothing of the Cohen Gadol we spoke about. The idea of 8 is beyond this world. And Moshe Rabeinu himself, in this week's Parsha Tetzaveh, he doesn't appear. Next week's Parsha we see that Moshe Rabeinu, he's now saving Am Yisrael from destruction. He's saving us from all the judgments on us through focusing and with Mesiras Nefesh, with giving up of himself to help the Jewish people. And that's what we're making these videos for, to spread the Emunah, something that's inside of us, that our mother, she's Omen, Omen at Sadasa, she brings it up, just like Mordechai brought up Esther and Megillah we're reading soon, Omen at Sadasa, to nourish, to nurture, like Rabbi Nachman says in Torah, the Kuf Nun Hey, nurtures Hadassah. Nurturing is something which is very connected to the word of Emunah. It means to bring forth, to sprout, like we have all these beautiful flowers around us in the Holy Land. We have this idea, this land is alive, as you can see. It's alive with life. And that's because it's a land of Emunah, and it's been built up through generations of people yearning with Emunah to come back to this holy place and to bring it alive through Emunah. And that's what I really want you to all share with me, your messages of Emunah. You know, I'm putting out these videos. I don't get enough feedback, in my opinion. People are watching. I want you to share your message of Emunah. So the world of Emunah, the realm of Emunah can spread in our hearts, in our eyes. We can go on the internet and get inspired by the merit of Emunah, of having Emunah when we're doing work, of having Emunah when we're talking to people, when we have friends, when we have connecting time. That's the most powerful, growth-filled message. Everyone's into mindfulness these days. So the mindfulness is to have this Emunah, to have this awareness. You just go look on all the internet inspirational people out there like Oprah and Tony Robbins, and if you really get down to one point of all of them, it's about mindfulness with Emunah. To really have Emunah, they have Emunah in themselves, Emunah in a powerful force. So we have it much clearer. It's Emunah in Hashem, and it's something that really should combine up with us and them somehow or another. Maybe it is already in an undercurrent way. That the true messages are coming and helping us with our struggles, the fights we have with our thoughts, the fights we have with our speech, the fights we have with our actions, to help. Hashem helps us to purify those. Like we said, the Cohen Gadol, where there's 8 begodim, so all different parts of the human being were made Kodesh. So too in Kisisa, we're taking our money, the Chetzi Shekel Hashem, we're taking, Cohen takes his hands and feet and washes them before going into the Beis Hamikdash, the Kior, and all the different things that prepare us to be able to survive all the judgments of this world, to bring down that Midah of Rachamim, Yud Gimel Midas of Rachamim, that's the 13th month. That place beyond, that's the place where the Cohen Gadol goes, the Kodesh Kadoshim. It's a place inside each and every one of us. We have that place of Emunah. We have that place of holiness, that place which is beyond the world. Midas of Rachamim is the 13th level, the 13th month, the 8th level, the place beyond this world. That's what we're tapping into Shabbos Kodesh every week. We're entering into that world where Yom Shekulu Shabbos, where Hashem's name will be revealed, and that Yom Shekulu Shabbos, Chochmah Bina Das, all our midas will be in line with spirituality, and that we should have inside of us. So I could go on and on. The main thing is we have to talk it out, we have to internalize it, to talk to Hashem, the Rebbeinu Shalom, His Spodinus, His Sponinus, the Vekas, His Slabshus, all the different Hispalis, all the different ways of serving Hashem, the clothing of Hashem. And this is why I wish you all a beautiful, beautiful Shabbos. I wish you all a beautiful Motzi Shabbos, a beautiful new week to come. A week where we're getting ready for Mashiach, where Sarah Bastina, the color, should have for Shlem, our hands should be healed, our feet should be healed, so we can all dance together with the Shrina at her Chosna and the Chosna, with all the Jewish people united back in Eretz Yisrael, with all the the Jewish people saved from all their tragedies, and that light will go out with Emunah to all the nations, and the nations themselves will come back here also to the Holy Land to help us establish this place the way it should be, and this land will become Eretz Tzvi, will spread out for space for everybody to be. There'll be no wars, no arguments about beautiful land, about who builds where and who builds what. It will all be a place of clarity. Everyone will know their place, everyone will know their spirituality, who they are. It should be blessed, and it should happen now. We shouldn't have to wait anymore. Let's do this. Let's make this Emunah revolution. Amen.